Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Tuesday, the 20th of February. Canadian Prime Minister addresses Canada-India Business Forum meet in Mumbai. At least 4 killed in explosion in Afghanistan's eastern Jalalabad city. And Nepal's CPN-UML and Maoist Center sign merger deal. And now for all the details. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Tuesday attended the Canada-India Business Forum meet in India's financial capital, Mumbai city. While addressing business leaders, he said there is a lot of scope in India-Canada trade ties and emphasized the need to strengthen people-to-people ties between the two countries.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Tuesday attended the Canada-India Business Forum meet in India's financial capital, Mumbai city. While addressing the event, he recommended business leaders around the world to involve more women. He said, "We are underperforming as a society because we are not giving women the opportunity to contribute." On improving India-Canada bilateral trade ties, he said there is a lot of room to grow and emphasized the need to strengthen people-to-people ties between the two countries.
Business leaders across the spectrum here in India and around the world should take the time to listen to the challenges and the barriers faced by the women who are successful in their organizations to know how to do a better job of empowering more women, because getting women to be more successful in our businesses is not just a nice thing to do or a good thing to do. It's a smart thing to do.
During his week-long visit, Trudeau is scheduled to hold talks with top Indian leadership, including Prime Minister Modi, to enhance ties between the two nations.
3 people were injured on Monday after Pakistani troops resorted to ceasefire violation along the frontier in Uri sector of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. Meanwhile, the Indian Army claimed to have foiled an infiltration bid on Monday after gunning one intruder in Poonch district of the province.
3 civilians were injured on Monday after Pakistani troops allegedly violated the ceasefire along the border in Uri sector of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. Pakistani troops reportedly resorted to unprovoked firing in Silikot area in Uri. The Indian Army also retaliated strongly to the firing from across the border. Police said there were no reports of loss of property or lives, and the injured were immediately rushed to hospital.
After intervention from our side, the Pakistani guns were silenced, and since then there is no firing in the area. In 2 villages, Thajal and Soni, some people have been evacuated to the safer locations.
Meanwhile, the Indian Army on Monday foiled an infiltration bid in Poonch district of the province and gunned down one of the intruders, claimed a senior official. The army put on a display of the seized items from the intruders, which included a huge cache of arms and ammunition, medicines, a Pakistani flag and communication devices. India blames Pakistan of regularly training and assisting armed militants to infiltrate the Indian borders and spread unrest in the Kashmir Valley. Pakistan denies the charges.
Moving on, political activists have long expressed concern over plundering of natural resources by Islamabad in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. A seminar was recently held by a pro-freedom political party in the region, during which activists demanded restoration of self-governance of Kashmiris and ownership of their natural resources.
Political activists in Pakistan-administered Kashmir have accused Islamabad of exploiting the natural resources in the illegally occupied region. Speaking at an event held under the aegis of United Kashmir People's National Party, or UKPNP, in Muzaffarabad city, the activists alleged Pakistan is plundering the natural resources in the region without the consultation of the local population. They demanded an end to forceful occupation of Pakistan-administered Kashmir and also demanded restoration of self-governance of Kashmiris and ownership of their natural resources. They also blame Pakistani security forces for enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings of the people in the region. The UKPNP leaders call on Pakistan to withdraw all fabricated sedition charges against peaceful Kashmiri nationalists and demanded their immediate and unconditional release. In recent days, several incidents have been reported where the Pakistani security forces have used force to repress political activists who have raised a voice against Pakistani occupation and exploitation of their natural resources.
In news from Afghanistan, expressing confidence over the new security strategy for Kabul city, Afghanistan's interior minister has said it is the only way to prevent suicide attacks and other terror-related activities in the Afghan capital. The new strategic plan categorizes both internal and external threats to Afghanistan's national security and interest.
Afghanistan's Interior Minister Wais Ahmad Barmak on Monday said the newly ratified Kabul security plan is the only way to prevent suicide attacks and other terror-related activities in capital Kabul city. He said as part of the first phase of the plan, which is currently being rolled out, around 133 side roads connecting suburbs of Kabul to the city centre will be closed. Main roads leading into the city will remain open but will have a heavy security presence. The new security strategy was unveiled following a series of deadly terror attacks in January that claimed over 100 lives in Kabul.
دایره رژیم امنیتی شهر کابل خرد ساخته میرین کوچک دشمن هم قدر نزدیک شما میره حالا ما باید برعکس کار کنیم ما باید از زون امنیتی پایتخت تا حدی که لازم است باید بیرون از دروازه شهر کابل گسترش بدیم.
در خط سوم با گزمه‌های هلیکوپتر و پست‌هایی که افراز کردن یا در دروازه‌های کابل وزارت دفاع همکار هستند و در داخل شهر کابل هم در هر جایی که ضرور باشه لازم باشه به وزارت داخله و امنیت ملی کمک میکنه.
The now security plan includes 7 priorities composed of 92 classified items and will be implemented in 3 phases. Afghanistan's security institutions are expected to assess the implementation of the process on a weekly basis.
More on news from Afghanistan. At least 4 persons were killed on Tuesday in an explosion in Jalalabad city of Afghanistan's Nangarhar province, officials confirmed. The blast happened in a busy market area close to a bus station in the city and caused a substantial damage to surrounding shops. No terror group, including the Taliban, has claimed responsibility for the attack so far. Both Taliban and Islamic State terror groups are active in parts of Nangarhar province, and in recent years, many explosions have been carried out by Islamic State militants. In most incidents, civilians were the main victims.
جلالاباد ښار دویمې ناحیې په مربوطاتو کې غرمه شاوخوا 12 بجې د قومي مشرانو په یو استوګنځای کې چې د هوټل په دویم منزل کې یو اتاق و هلته چاودنه شوې د دې چاودنې په نتیجه کې 4 مخور شهیدان شوي دي او یو کس ټپي حالات کې دی.
And in news from Nepal, after securing the majority together in Nepal's parliamentary and provincial polls, communist allies CPN-UML and CPN-Maoist Centre have agreed for their parties' unification. The unified party after the merger will be named as the Communist Party of Nepal.
More than 2 months after winning majority in the parliamentary and provincial polls in Nepal, the communist allies CPN-UML and CPN-Maoist Centre on Monday agreed for their merger. A meeting of the Party Unification Coordination Committee decided 7 points of agreement to move forward the unification process. The unified party after the merger of UML and Maoist Centre will be named as the Communist Party of Nepal. However, the unified party will fall short of 10 seats for a 2/3 majority in the 275-strong lower house of parliament. The merger will ensure political stability at least for the next 5 years in the country, where governments change almost every year. As per the agreement, the 2 top leaders of the ally parties, KP Sharma Oli and Pushpa Kamal Dahal, will share the party chair in equal capacity. The duo would also share the 5-year term of Prime Minister.
One of India's biggest cultural events, which celebrates the Indian culture, art and brings together some of the finest artists, has begun in northern Agra city. The 10-day annual festival this year will also be featuring international artists along with exposition of local arts and handicrafts.
An annual cultural event that showcases Indian culture, extensive arts, crafts and dances has begun in Agra city of India's northern Uttar Pradesh province. The 10-day festival, organized by the province's tourism ministry, provides a mesmerizing profusion of folk music and dances to visitors. Hundreds on the first day throng the annual carnival Taj Mahotsav or Taj Festival in Agra city, home to world-renowned monument of love, Taj Mahal.
यहाँ तो हम लोग पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लोग आते हैं और यहाँ के लोग शौकीन हैं, आगरा के लोग ज़्यादा शौकीन हैं कि खरीदारी करते हैं.
Constructed entirely of white marble, Taj Mahal was built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. It was his gift to his beloved Queen Mumtaz Mahal. Historians say Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan consulted experts from the Middle East and Europe as he planned his legacy, which took 20,000 people over 22 years to build. The Taj Mahotsav at Shilpgram near the eastern gate of Taj Mahal will conclude on February 27th.
With the Hindu festival of colours, Holi, just round the corner, India's northern Mathura town on Monday was drenched with colours and flowers as locals began the celebrations days before the main day of Holi.
India's northern holy town of Mathura was drenched in colours and flowers as people on Monday began celebrating the festival of colours, Holi, days ahead of the main day of the Hindu festival. Both Shirs and devotees in Mathura's Karshani Ashram hermitage stove each other in powdered colours, chanting to play Holi with God in rail as devotees dressed as Hindu god Krishna also participated in the exercise. The 87 annual celebrations at the Hermitage also included spectacular folk dance performances.
होली का पर्व आध्यात्मिक पर्व भी है, भक्तिपूर्ण पर्व है, सामाजिक पर्व है, व्यवहारिक पर्व है और सबसे बढ़कर के आनंद का पर्व है.
Holi celebration in Mathura is popular worldwide for its spirit and fervor. It is the most awaited festival of the region where celebrations begin many days before the festival. Celebrated at the onset of spring, Holi also holds a mythological importance, that of the triumph of good over evil. It is also associated with the eternal love of Krishna and his consort Radha.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.